You should have received a foldable that looks like this. When you get it, you will fold it so that you can see the words solving two-step equations. Sorry about that. Let me end my phone message there. So when I open it up, I can see 1A, 1B, etc. So fold it. Yours will be colored. Mine is simply white. I'm going to open it up and we're going to begin with example 1A. These are like the math problems you had to do for homework yesterday. So they are review. We're going to do 2 steps. Remember, we need to do PEMDAS, order of operations, backwards because we know the answer to the question already. So we need to undo the adding and subtracting first, and then we undo the multiplying and dividing. In this first problem, I need to undo the minus 11. So I will add 11. And then I go over here and add 11. 6x equals 42. That is step 1 of our 2-step equation. Now, step 2, undo multiplication with division. And I get x equals 7. Step 2. I would like you to pause the video and do problem 1B. It's 2 steps. You're going to undo adding and subtracting, and then you'll undo multiplying or dividing. Pause the video, please. Thank you for pausing the video. I hope that you ended at -2. I subtracted 7 to get 18, had to divide by -9, and I got -2. This is just another review problem like the ones you were working on yesterday. I will do order of operations, so I need to undo my adding or subtracting first. So I'm going to add 12 and add 12. When I add 12 to -14, I get -2. That is step 1. Now, because the variable is part of the fraction, this is a division problem. Therefore, I need to multiply, and x equals -6. This was my step 2. Again, I'm going to ask that you pause the video and do question 2B. Pause the video, do question 2B. Thank you for pausing the video. Hoping you subtracted 8 first, leaving you with step 2 being multiplication, and I get 14. We were working with 1-step equations that had fractions in the front, and we're not going to freak out. Again, we have a couple choices. We're going to divide by reciprocals, or you're going to remember about the ABC key on your calculator. So it is still a 2-step equation. I'm going to undo my subtract 7 by add 7. I have 1/3 x equals 5. That is step 1. This x is next to the fraction, not in the fraction, so that tells me it's a multiplication problem. To undo the multiplying, I'm going to divide by 1/3. So you will do 5 divided by 1 ABC 3, hit equal. Or we talked about when you're dividing by fractions, it means multiply by the reciprocal, and we should all end up with 15. You got it. Pause the video. I would like you to complete 3B. Pause the video. Thank you for pausing the video. Again, step 1, undo the adding and subtracting because I gave you the answer. Step 2, we would have to divide because x is not part of that fraction. So to undo that multiplication problem, we need to divide. You either take the reciprocal and multiply, or you use your ABC key. Now, the next ones look very complex, but they're very, very straightforward. There's a couple ways to just think about this math problem. Like, put your pencils down a minute. Let's just think about it. What it says is something divided by 6 equals 2. Well, if I cover that up, what number divided by 6 equals 2? So I'm really asking you, what number divided by 6 equals 2 if I covered that up? I'm hoping you said 12. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. So somehow, what number would I have to fill in so that that plus 3 would get me 12? Oh, 9 plus 3 gets me 12. So x must equal 9. All right, so maybe thinking our way through it, that was a lot. I'll say it one more time. I'm going to cover this up. I'm just going to ask myself, what number divided by 6 gets me 2? Oh, 12. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Okay, but I have a little math problem up here. So that circle has to equal 12. So what plus 3 gets me 12? 9. If you like to just solve equations and say, give me a routine, tell me what to do, I like to get rid of the fraction in the bottom. So I'm going to multiply by 6. Then it goes away because that's a division problem. Then I'll go over here, multiply by 6. Now I have x plus 3 equals 12. Ooh, kind of sounds familiar. We have a one-step equation, so I would minus 3, x equals 9. Oh, so either way, the cover it up and just think your way through it, or you can mathematically solve it. So I'm not going to ask you to pause the video and try this one. I am going to do this one with you. So, covering this up, what number divided by 5 equals negative 4? So think about that a minute. What number divided by 5 equals negative 4? Oop, not negative. What number divided by 5, sorry about that, equals negative 4? Oh, negative 20 divided by 5 equals negative 4. Okay. Oh, what number would I have to fill in here to get to negative 20? Okay, so what number minus 17 equals negative 20? That one was a bit tricky. It would be negative 3. All right, let's just work that one out. Again, yuck to the fractions. So I'm going to multiply those numbers together. X minus 17 equals negative 20. I'll add 17. I'll add 17. X equals negative 3.